Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd down, Swift. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 11 now. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
King, Phil King, Phil King. Hey.
Once again, it's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Great, set.
They'll run right here with Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down and 4.
Silver, set.
Slot man moves right. They'll fake it there on the jet sweep, but instead, here's Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Swift going to try up the middle. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They run out of the gun with Swift. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Purdy now on second down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way out past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Purdy off the play fake. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. McCaffrey running up the middle. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Tiger swamp, tiger swamp.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Here's McLeod on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced. In the
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
No touchdown. Hey. Alpha, alpha, alpha. No touchdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing here, Purdy. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Jalen Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
19 Lions. 79 Broncos. Trap 60. Trap Buffalo 18.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. Down the left sideline, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
41, 49ers 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Dre, check.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 2.
Purdy from his own end zone. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And now here's another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard. And
they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back, try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
49ers 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Let's go now. Track him 60.
Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach, but...
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.